original. Yeah.
I like that because I thought that was crazy when I read that. I was like, "Now, come on, now. I know you didn't think this is the first time somebody said that." Okay, and then the next question. I mean, I love Callie. I don't care if she knew or not. That
I gotta
song's
write
blessed.
on my roster.
Right. I'm gonna tell everybody I be eating lobster and pasta all the time.
Yes.
Okay, so my next question is about keeping extra clothes in your car. Is that a do or don't?
I used to do that, but one time all my extra clothes got stolen out my car, so I don't do that no more. But in some cases, I see where it could be necessary.
Yeah,
You know,
I always keep a pair of heels and like maybe a dress in the trunk.
I have to
just in
be
case.
mindful because it quickly turn into a closet.
Mm,
Yeah,
that's very true. That's very true.
So I don't do it as much as I used to now, but I might got some extra shoes in the trunk.
Do you have to change for all the different things that you do?
If I do, I bring what I need for the day. Yeah.
So what does a typical day look like for you?
Well, I'm currently 9 to 5 free. Yes. Woo!
Leap of faith, leap of faith.
Yes. So right now, I'm just easing back into the full entrepreneur lifestyle. So right now, I am, of course, waking up, hitting my morning routine, eating, working out, meditating. Right now, I'm finishing my project, so I've just been creating music for the past few days, as well as branding my makeup page for my business.
Oh, okay. We're going to talk about that. I didn't know you had a makeup page. All right. I love people who stay working. Like, never just have one hustle, y'all. Have a lot of them. Okay, and now it's summertime, and people have been tripping on airplanes. I know y'all have all seen everybody from the guy who said, I'm sitting next to a big black lady, and the lady called her out, to this girl being drunk on the plane and stopping the whole thing. What are your rules for riding on a plane? Because I feel like people need them nowadays. You need to know how to act accordingly in a public place.
You said, like, what is my rules for myself or for other
yourself?
people?
Not for other people, because we can't judge what other people do. But how do you conduct yourself on a plane? Because obviously it's
I be asleep, friend. I ain't gonna lie to you. Eat and go to sleep and mind my business, okay?
Thank you. Mind your business. I hate a loud person on the plane. What's your plane pet peeve?
I don't know. I think it would say just not my seat being able to go all the way back.
Yeah, that's a big one.
Yeah, I'll be chilling. For the most part, I'm a chill person. Like
I'm one of those people who doesn't like the baby crying. So
that could be annoying.
Yeah.
But I don't really. Right now, my lifestyle is not to the point where I'm on the flight. Like,
Okay.
but it's about to pick up though.
It's coming.
It's about to pick up.
It's coming.
It's coming. It's on the way. Period.
I just hate it. It's like sometimes people don't understand. Like it's a bus. It's a public place. Like so you're in public. Act like you're in public. I don't understand. I don't know why it's something we have to explain, but it is. It just is.
Everybody was raised differently, so acting in public might be different from what I should be doing in public to myself. So I like to take that in consideration because a lot of times people complain about why they do this. Like we all are raised completely different, completely lifestyles.
That's true.
So if you constantly complain about everything, you're gonna always find an issue in everything. That's why I try to just live in peace within myself. Yeah, I don't really complain about too many things outside of me.
I love that. How do you keep your peace then? Wow, if somebody loud, drunk on a plane, how do you keep your peace? Because I would not be able to do that.
I'm just a very mindful person. So whenever I start to direct outwardly, I check myself inwardly.
Ooh,
Yeah.
I like that. I like that.
Yeah.
Okay, so what does check yourself look like?
Okay, so let's say if I'm having an issue with somebody, like me and the person having a disagreement, I want to respond a certain way. What I've been practicing lately is, okay, Kel, why do you want to respond this way? If this hurt your feelings, why? Why were you triggered? Because a lot of things go back to how we was raised or something that happened in the past that we still holding on to. So I've really been in this intentional healing journey, which is checking everything up, like the way I say certain things or why I feel the need to say it like that. So just checking myself, and when I do present the issue, making sure it's coming from a healed perspective.
Okay, so does your music have anything to do with the healing journey that you
Yes,
started? Okay.
especially the stuff I'm working on now. It's so beautiful.
Okay, what is it? You talked about your project a little
Yes.
earlier, and then I want you to kind of introduce yourself to everybody with the project.
What's up, y'all? It's your girl, Kel John. And right now, currently, I am working on I think it's called an LP because I went over 7 songs.
Okay.
We over 7 songs.
I don't know the difference.
I don't know. Not an album because I ain't signed to no label. But we at 10 songs right now.
Okay.
And it is called Bare Epiphany. meaning bare, B-A-R-E, just to be naked and raw in my natural form. And epiphany is having a realization. So over the past few months, I've been on this journey of just knowing that I am more than enough naturally, without makeup, without the hair, the nails. You see, I'm really bare right now, too, for the most part. I ain't got no lashes on. Thank you. Like, just loving who I am. And I had to stop giving so much credit to my outside of me, because my heart, my spirit, and my energy, like, is so much more. And eventually, the outside, I don't want to say eventually, because I already been bossing up. Like, I love myself. Like, the self-love I've been gathering over these few months is amazing. And I just wake up every day and I tell myself how proud I am, how beautiful I am. And just being mindful of constantly evolving and loving myself, because it's a journey. It's not like a 1 day, 3 month thing. It's like a lifestyle you have to practice.
Okay, so real quick, when did you know that you didn't love yourself? Because I think
the past relationships I allowed myself to be in, girl.
Okay.
So being in the one that I am in now, I realized how damaged I was coming into that, or like why I even allow certain men to be in my life, like all that, like. All that started.
What was that big epiphany? Like, this is it. Like, I'm changing my life.
Insecurities.
Wow.
Like, insecurities. And the man that I have now, he's so secure of himself. And so honest.
He was here, y'all. That was the Haitian guy. He was here like 2 weeks ago.
For sure. So that'll have you looking at yourself and like doing some self-examining within yourself. Like, okay, Kel, why do I feel like not the most beautiful person in this room right now? You know, so. Because I keep talking if you let me.
No, this is your show. Like, you're supposed to keep talking. Yeah. Because I really, I think for me, when I realized that I didn't love myself was when I left the relationship and then it was just me. And then I was just like, what do I like to do? What's my favorite thing? What's all of my stuff? And then I realized, like, I didn't want to go outside, like you said, without makeup, all these other things. And then I just realized, wow, where's that self-love? So did you have, like, any moment where you were just like, okay, I'm going to start loving myself today? Did you have, like, somebody say something to you or anything like that just kind of, like, popped it?
They would say you act different when you got makeup on. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Different how?
Like I'm way more confident in who I am.
Wow.
And I was like, no, I don't. I love myself the same. But when I really sat down with myself, it's like, okay, yeah, girl. Take the weave out. Like, take the eyelashes off and sit with yourself.
Speaking of hair, because y'all don't get mad at me because I don't know this pastor's name, but she just went viral for taking her wig off during one of her, Sarah. She just took her wig off in the middle of her preaching. Is that something you would do on stage?
I've actually had my wig come off during a performance before.
Really?
Not for my personal music, but on stage, I was in a step show. It came off, I caught it and walked off stage. And then recently, I was on live. Well, not recently, maybe a year and a half ago, I was on live and I took my wig off. Like, it's the confidence I've been gaining within myself. I've been like easing myself into it.
Wow.
I ain't just be like, ooh, let me switch. Like,
yeah, because I was like, wait a minute.
Like, no, for sure, like slowly, days I stop. Okay, Kel, let's not do lashes today. Okay, Kel, let's not do no foundation today. Okay, Kel, let's wear more natural hairstyles. Or just slowly easing into being graceful with my growth.
I like that.
But I would snatch my wig off on stage. But I stay away from wigs nowadays. So
really? Okay. So you're like, I don't even have that problem.
Yeah, you feel me? I ain't got time.
It's too high for a wig right now. I've been sticking with my sewings.
I do too much moving for a wig. That should be off at the gym on the floor.
Yes. I also want to talk about like all the artist development you've been going through, more of your journey. But before we talk about that, we have to do a Bossy shout out. So Bossies, if you guys know, is a boss bestie, and it's combined. And these are all the people that I have had the pleasure of working with. So today's Bossy is Risque Babes. We shout her out all the time, and she has a code. If you use the code Entrepreneur-ish, you can get 50% off of any product that's over $100. So she is a female-owned self-love brand. So she does a lot of adult pleasure toys, things like that. However, I shout her out, even though it's a little controversial, but some women need to find themselves through themselves, which is why I love talking about this brand, because a lot of people don't talk, like women don't talk about losing their their vagina to somebody else. Like, you could give it away. And so I love to give them access to themselves again. So that's why I shout out Risque Babes. So always,
shout out to you, girl.
Yeah, 50% off $100 products. Entrepreneurish. That's the code. All right. So we're going to get into your questions. The first question is, what's your musical background?
So I started singing at like 5 years old. I remember receiving my first karaoke machine.
Oh.
I'm 26 now, and I still carry a karaoke machine with me. Like,
first of all, karaoke is fun. It should not be shameful.
For sure.
It's
like,
not shameful at all.
Subconsciously, that stuck with me. So I don't even know what made them give me that, but from that moment is when I started like experimenting with my voice.
You're probably humming all over the house, and
Probably.
Like, give her something.
I don't know, but I was always an entertainer. Like, in the family, I would be the one that like, Kel, do your little dance.
Oh.
Or like
at Thanksgiving, then you come downstairs.
And I was in ballet, and I did chorus and choir and step team, and in the church, and in middle school and high school, I just stayed in the music field, musical theater. In college, I did gospel choir. So I was like, I was always using my voice, or my body, or my talent to just move and put on to entertain.
Okay.
Since as young as I can remember.
So where does that passion come from? Because you said it started young. Like, do you?
I honestly don't know. Nobody in my family that I can think of does music before me. So it could be somebody that I never got to meet. But I'm grateful. Because I'm so grateful to be able to have that gift. And because I know it's a gift, I do actively try to nourish it and take care of it.
Okay, so I'm one of those black people who can't dance. It's my little quirk.
It's okay. It's okay. We're not gonna judge you.
What advice would you give somebody who can't dance?
Just have fun.
she said, just go ahead and try, honey.
Just have fun. Listen, I don't even listen. It ain't no right way to do nothing. It's no right way to do nothing.
Yeah.
As long as you having fun.
Yeah, I'm always a two-step person, but so like when I see y'all dance, I'm like, oh my gosh, I see the joy and everything in the movements and things like that.
Okay. It's just fun. Like for me, I don't even think I'm the most, precise dancer. I just be moving my body. Like right now, I'm in classes trying to learn technique.
Okay.
But for the most part, it's just like I do what I see. Try my best, but it's going to come out the Kel way.
So is that hard for you to learn somebody else's routine if you don't feel technical?
No, not really. Like I said, I like to show myself grace in everything.
Okay.
I don't try to be perfect.
I love that.
I do the best I can.
So you just mess up and it's fine.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's the only way you learn.
We all need to take a page from that because that's hard. Messing up is hard, especially because you go through artist development. So I know Mo always has her live out while you sitting there dancing or singing or things like that. Like, do you ever feel self-conscious during those times?
No, I would say in artist development, yes.
Okay.
Because it's people watching me, like judging me, like. I'm used to being in my room. When I'm in my room, I can do whatever, be the freest, anybody judge me. But when it comes to artist development, it's still been a struggle trying to be loose in front of people.
Okay, so what do you like about artist development? Like, what does that mean to you, I guess? We kind of official.
Just getting better at what you're already good at, you know?
Okay.
Even the greats still develop. And, you know, I don't know everything because if I did, I wouldn't be in artist development. And I'm a person that I always like to grow.
Okay.
You know, I never feel like I'm the biggest elephant in the room. Like, I know everything. You feel me? I'm perfect. So, to me, it's just me getting better at what I already love to do. But it's tough, sis. It's tough. I ain't gonna lie.
Thank you.
It's definitely helping me take criticism better.
Really? Yeah. Okay, because I was, we talked about that last time when we had some Mo Music people here. Criticism, how does that go when you're in a room full of people who want to help you, but they're saying things that you weren't expecting?
I don't think the biggest thing is not expecting it because, like I said, I know that I'm not sometimes giving my all out of fear of what can be said, you know?
Okay.
In my room is giving, I'll do whatever. I think the biggest thing is first being mindful of how I'm taking things and then being mindful of how it's being said to me, you know? Because I feel like when it comes to talking to people, there's always a great way to say things. You can get your point across by saying it this way versus this way.
Okay, so what's an example of that? Like, what has somebody said to you where it would have been harsh if you hadn't taken it with grace?
Okay, girl, you added too much runs on this note. You don't take all that.
But you like, I'm being free.
right. But I get it. You know, there's you can overdo something sometimes. You know, so.
Do you switch when you get on stage? Do you do whatever you want anyway, or do you stick to what you learned?
Nah, sometimes on stage I do stuff I don't even expect to do. Cause when I'm in stage, I'm in that zone, I'm in that mode. Everybody blacked out, everything blacked out. It's just me. Sometimes I'm in my head too much. I had to kick myself out of my head, so it just be a lot going on. But most importantly, it's like, okay, Kel, you got this. Pace yourself, breathe, give energy. All right, you're doing a good job. I love you.
I remember the first performance I saw of you was at Press Play, and you immediately said, y'all, my feet hurt. Kicked your shoes off and just started. And I was like, I love her.
Yeah, for sure. I do. I would say when I'm on stage, you get the most rawest version of me. I try not to be like, hey.
Yeah.
It's gonna give very much Mobile, Alabama. For sure.
Is that where you're from?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
What made you come to Atlanta? I always like to ask that question too.
So I came from Birmingham, went to college, graduated in 2015. 2019 is when I graduated college. And then I used to come back and forth to Atlanta to do shows. And the support I got was so amazing.
Just different, yeah.
It was different, like the culture, the energy. I had performed at damn near every place in Birmingham, so I had already outgrew the city. So it was time for that move, and just to be around people that's doing what I do and pushing me to go harder, like to keep growing and develop. I had a desire to develop myself.
Okay, so how'd you find Mo Music Entertainment? How did that happen?
So I met Mo in 2020. I think I met Mo in 2020, the same year I met Jeff Day.
Oh, wow.
And we met through a mutual friend. His name Antonio.
What's up, Antonio?
Period.
You put everything together.
Yes. Yes. And he had casted me and my boyfriend and her boyfriend at the time for a music video. So we met on set. And at the time, she didn't have Mo Music. She was an artist. She still is an artist, but she's Mo Music full time.
She's everything now.
Everything. She's an entrepreneur, you know?
She's all bossy.
She's a boss. So at that time, we developed a friendship that just continued to grow over the years. And last year, was it last year? Yeah. Last year, she started the management company, Mo Music. And this year, she was like, okay, I think I want to not be an artist. So because I'm so good at this. Like sometimes, you know, we got these gifts that we're naturally good at, and it takes God pushing us in a direction to realize
for you
that,
to actually
for
do
sure.
it, that this is your
so
thing.
It's so amazing to see what all the beautiful people she brought together. Like it takes a special type of person to be able to bring this many people together.
Yeah.
Especially with so many different things that we do, on a certain level that we do it at. You know, it's just not no. Like, we growing, don't get me wrong, but we already that.
Yeah,
you feel
exactly,
me?
like for real.
So that's how that came about. So she's my sister, my best friend, my manager.
Aww.
I love that it's a relationship, but we also have that business side. Somebody I can trust with my business.
Do y'all ever fight?
Oh, sure, for sure. For sure. Not like physically.
No, but like,
we have disagreements, yeah.
How do those go? Like, how do they get resolved?
They're actually very mature.
Okay.
But me and her are alike. Just like I said, that's my sister, that's like my sister. So we do go back and forth sometimes, but at the end of the day, we're able to sit down and talk about, hey, I feel like this because of this, and moving forward, can we handle it this way? And, you know, so I'm so grateful for this friendship because it's the first friendship that I had that I'm speaking my mind for one, you know, because sometimes we're in friendships where we just let a lot of shit slide, you feel me?
It's all right, friend.
You feel me?
It's cool.
So this is the first friendship where we call each other out, you feel me? Like, Shawty, you could be doing, or you should be doing, or, you know? So it's a friendship where I'm constantly evolving, learning a lot more about myself more than anything. Just I don't want to say small things because these things matter, but things like how to speak up for myself or voice how I feel. So
yeah,
I love that we're able to come to a resolution when we do have disagreements very peacefully.
Yeah, that's cool. Yes. I don't know, because people always say, like, don't work with your boyfriend and best friend, and it seems like you kind of do both.
I do
actually.
both, yes.
So how does that work? Like, how do you keep your, like, relationship going, but you still got to go to the studio,
For sure.
but then you got to go hang out with your friends? How do you keep the balance in your life?
It's definitely a challenge, but you have to know when business time.
Okay. Yes. Two different people.
It's business time, but for me, I'm the type of person that like, let's handle this personal because he can go into the business. So let's take care of it on this end first.
You.
But when we get in this room, it is business time.
Got you. So you set it up by room. So you like, okay, when we walk in this door, we are on business time.
For sure.
It works. Okay.
But nice we still family though.
Yeah.
You know, like, let's never take that out because people can feel energy.
Exactly.
Yeah, but
like you don't ever want it to be like awkward or anything, a different vibe than it normally is.
Yeah, but we know what we're here to do. Mm-hmm. And then if we happen to have a situation before we walk in the room, we're going to take care of it after because it got to be taken. Okay. I'm the type of person that like, bro, like I can't
like, look, my session was
I can't be fake. You hear me? So, yeah. So, it's a challenge, but it's possible. And I think that comes with being a person who's like, all of us, I would say with us three, or everybody on the team for the most part, I'm still getting to know everybody because we constantly growing.
It's a big team, y'all.
We constantly growing, but for the most part, everybody's very self-aware, and that's the start of anything. If you want to grow, you have to take accountability for yourself.
And you have to be around people who do what you do. That was something that I really noticed is like, I had to be around podcasters. It was the only way I was going to grow as a podcaster. So the same thing, you have to be around other artists that you can grow as an artist. So are there any specific themes or messages in your music? Because I know you told me that you're not just R&B, you do pop too, you do a little bit of everything. Soul, yeah. So what's your theme in all of this different genres that you have going on?
I would say my overall theme, my overall message as an artist is loving yourself, but having a good time, girl. Because I like to have a good time. Respectfully. Yes. Self-love.
Okay. Yes. So how do you show that in your lyrics?
In my lyrics? Mm-hmm.
So, and also, do you write your own music?
I do, but I also work with writers.
Okay.
So I'm not a person that's like, I gotta write all my shit. That's not me.
Okay.
Especially if I got talented friends. Like, this is your gift. Let's see what we can create together.
I like that.
I recently just finished a song called Bare Epiphany, and in this song, it talks about how I am enough, just how as I am, you know. So I can't wait to share that one with the world. That's my intro on my project.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So just loving myself. Like the same conversation I just told you. Situation.
It comes out in your song.
It's in my music. Yeah.
I like that. I like you're the same person in your music
for
and
sure.
Outside. That you don't see that a lot. In artists.
It helps me write my music easier when I can just talk about things I'm already going through. It just flows out the tongue because I ain't got to make it up.
So I talk about oversharing on podcasts. Do you overshare in your songs?
No, but I feel like I overshare in conversations sometimes. I've been thinking about that lately. Like, girl, did you say too much? But then again, it's like, I also got a who gives a fuck type of attitude about it, too.
You like, look, it was just on my heart to talk about it.
Oh, God. Like, people going to judge you regardless.
Do you have a time that you remember that was like, I share way too much?
Yeah, just recently.
Okay, I was about to say, you share yours, I'll share mine.
No, for sure. I was in the studio, and I was like, maybe I shouldn't have said that. But then again, there's certain things I do want to talk about, but timing, you know?
I feel you.
Because some people will try to knock you down while you're already down. But once I'm already out, I can go talk about when I was down.
I feel you, but not like during it. You're like, I don't want to discuss some of it. Yeah,
I have like,
it's an energy thing when you feel like if you're gonna share.
It's so many things I just don't talk about. The only person I do talk about a lot of things with is my man. There's a lot of things people around me don't know.
Okay, so what are my man conversations and what are public conversations? Like how you split them up? She's a my man girl.
You said what now?
She was like, I was just thinking about my man. Hold on. So you said that you have different conversations that you only have with your man, and then you have other conversations that you have with everybody else. What are my man conversations? Like
I can't
topics?
tell you.
No, but like topics. Like you can't tell me exactly what it is, but topics.
Just maybe like some things I might be currently struggling with internally that I wouldn't have with people outside.
Okay. Yeah. Is it because you don't want judgment? Like, you know that you have a judgment-free space with him, but not necessarily with other people?
Yes.
I got you.
And he'll give me advice from a very intellectual, spiritual point of view.
I love that.
And sometimes I don't want to hear it because I know you're right, but it's like those conversations force me to sit down with myself. And,
yeah.
You know.
I do hate when somebody points out my flaws. Like, I hate it. But then I'm also like, thank you, because I didn't see myself that way.
For sure. You can go tell them thank you to your face.
No,
though.
not. Maybe 3 months later, I'm like, I grew because of this conversation.
Right. You know what you had said 3 months ago? You was right.
Yeah, I was just on a podcast and I overshared about like my past relationships, but I did it because I wanted to explain myself. But then I realized, why are you explaining yourself to people? Like, it was kind of one of those things where it was like, I'm glad it was a smaller show, so it didn't get that big. But I'm also like, you got to be mindful, especially when you're coming up. People will pull this stuff out when you're big. So I always think about what I say. But I just talked about my journey through my ex and everything, and it was just like, damn. When I rewatched it, I was like, that was a lot of information.
Because sometimes we be in the flow, you know?
Yeah.
And sometimes people just talk just to talk. You know, sometimes just talk just to have something to say. It ain't
I
have to
felt
be
insulted.
Said.
He was like, he was a very rude podcaster. And so that's the other thing.
You trying to defend yourself?
Yeah. I was trying to defend myself.
And you ain't got to do that.
Exactly. And that was what I realized from that. Like, when I left there, I was like, never defend yourself again. Like, just let people think what they got to think, and they can start their own narrative. But the more you talk, the more you're going to bury yourself in the same pit that they sitting in. So, girl, oversharing is my biggest problem, but I feel like podcasting helps you with that, because you end up kind of learning that you don't have to share everything. You can just share what you want to. It's only a few minutes.
I had to learn too, girl.
Okay, so we talked about this earlier. I hope you had time to think about your answer.
What you lay?
What do you find most fulfilling?
Okay, I did.
About being an artist.
Of course, the performing part. Ooh, rude.
Who not on silent? What happened?
The performing part, of course. The creating part, the making the music, the creating the videos, writing out my concepts, ordering the clothes, finding my dancers.
How do you do that? Because I always wanted to know how a music video happened. Like,
well, first I find a videographer. Actually, sometimes I don't look for a videographer first. I'm realizing with the law of attraction, what you do, you get it all set, and then when you need it, God will send it your way. So I go ahead and plan everything out. Plan everything out. What concept I want to go with. Write it down. Start my notes. Look for dancers. Look for a location. Do clothes, styling, and then ask people for their ideas later.
Oh, okay.
After I'm already sold on mine.
She's like, so you can add a little bit, but not a lot.
If I like it. But I think the most fulfilling part is I had this young lady call me the other day. She has autism. And she FaceTimed me, and it was her graduation. And she said her daddy decided not to show up last minute with no explanation. And she was like, I listened to your song to get me through this moment.
Wow.
And I know for a fact that's the best part about doing what I do, to inspire, to help people heal through certain situations. So that's the best part, knowing that there's people that really count on my music to get them through certain things. So that alone made me change some of my direction of where I was going with my music.
Okay, I do want to talk about that, because I recently had a moment like that where I went to a pop-up shop and this little girl was like, I'm so excited to meet you. And I was like, oh, shit. Like, I got to be a role model.
For sure.
I got to stop being so ratchet.
No, I'm not even saying I'm a role model, but it's giving, if I die tomorrow, what did I have to leave behind? Like, what kind of message? Like, if people go look at my music, is it poppin' pussy? Like, what is it giving that they can stick with? You feel me?
I feel you.
So that's what made me be like, okay, Kill, talk about some real shit. Whether it's a breakup, whether it's some stuff you got to heal through, daddy issues, like all of it. Talk about it.
Please make a song called Daddy Issues.
It's on the way, friend. It's on the way.
We need that.
It's on the way.
Unfortunately, some of us need that. Yeah. We talked about, that was a memorable moment. Do you have another memorable moment where either you were on stage or something else you want people to like know about?
I'm pretty sure I got some more memorable moments, but those moments,
that
was so recent. That was like earlier this week. So that's,
oh, wow.
Because I needed that at that time, too. I was like, man, I ain't got no inspiration to finish this project. And then I asked God, I was like, God, all right, what you want me to do? Do I need to finish this project or I need to chill out? And like an hour later, she had FaceTime me.
Wow.
And I was like, who number is this? It wasn't saying or nothing.
Wow.
And I answered, I covered the screen up because I don't know who it is.
Yeah, she's like, wait a minute, you're FaceTiming me.
And she was like, hey, and I was like, hey. So just moments like that wasn't that first time happening, but yeah.
Wow, I love that. I feel like, what's your moment where you felt like I'm a star? Where you were like, I give myself permission to be a star?
I was in high school and I was on stage and we had this guy come down from New York. He was teaching us some choreo for a show we was working on. And it was a bunch of us and we was just practicing our dancing. And then he pointed me out and he was like, you a superstar.
Oh. You're like, okay.
He's like, you gonna be big one day. And that just stuck with me. And forever, I can never let that go. And that energy is something I carried on with the rest to this day.
Did it take you time to grow into that star persona?
For sure, and I'm still growing, girl. I'm still growing, but I'm naturally just not afraid to be myself in front of the camera, in front of the people. Like, that's just, I could turn it on.
Okay, so you don't do that alter ego thing? Because I know some people
like, I know what alter ego is.
Yeah, but okay, okay. So a lot of people tell people who are shy to create an alter ego and then live as that person and then use that person to make them go out and do things like that. So for me personally, mine is Elia, which is my Instagram page. Like, Elia as a person is not who I am on Instagram. It was something that I created to be more confident in myself. Is that something you ever went through, or is that what you were more on a let me just be me but more confident in me?
Yeah, let me just be me, but more confident in me.
Okay.
But right now, I am practicing giving the energy that I give off stage, giving that in me.
Okay.
But I've been on this journey, sis. It gets really confusing sometimes, but I'm here now. Like, I'm figuring out how to find balance with that.
Okay, so I know you have different types of songs. So how do you pull out these different sides of you, like the sexy side, the fun side, the inspirational side? Like, how do you keep all of those people in one person? Because
it's, like I said, it's real life experiences. If I write about it at the time, that's what I'm feeling at the time. I can't remember the last time I wrote a song about something I wasn't going through at the time. So just sticking in, what am I feeling today? Or did I have some good sex today? Like, let me write about it. So just being in a moment.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have to constantly practice that.
I would be scared to talk about that because I feel like my mom would hear it. Do you ever feel about that?
My mom is my biggest fan, girl. She like everything.
She like every song, all of them.
I mean, she likes some more than others. She likes some more than others, but I'm grown now, so like, girl.
I feel you. When did you feel grown? Because for me, I didn't feel grown until like 25.
When I moved out the house and went to college, paying my own bills, car note, paying my own rent.
Yeah, that's grown.
Grown,
like, please don't tell me nothing.
For real. For real. Yes.
Oh, man. Okay. Is there a sneak peek that you can give us of any music or anything that you have coming out?
Which one, me like play something?
Can't play something because we're on YouTube.
Okay, what you want me to do?
We can't do that. Can you acapella something real quick?
Let's see what I can do.
Maybe. Am I gonna get her to sing, guys? Y'all help.
I have to think of
something. Clap it up. Help her.
What's something that's not out that I can sing?
Like your favorite song out right now, something that you could sing.
Something that's out?
Something that's out.
Oh, you saying sneak peek?
I know. Let's. At this point, let's do something that people can look up. Let's help you get your views
so
up.
One of my favorite songs that's out right now is called Mood. And I'm gonna sing the chorus. I need y'all to be my background, okay?
Okay.
All right. So let me hear you say, oh, a little louder, say, oh, I'm just sitting here for a minute. I'm rolling up, I hate the club, I admit it. But sometimes I like to cruise through the city. Right now, I ain't really fucking with it. And I ain't tryna be all on you. Cause I'm in a different mood. Might sip me a cup or two. Hey boy, what you tryna do? Say, I don't wanna be bothered today. Let me hear you say, I want you to come on later. Let me hear you say, I can't be focused all on love one more time. I just wanna be all over you.
Woo! That was beautiful.
Thank you, boo. Thank you, boo.
Oh my gosh! Yes. Right. Oh my gosh, that was beautiful.
Thank
okay.
you.
So we're gonna talk about the Juneteenth festival that I'm a promoter for.
Okay.
So it's actually about community activism.
Okay.
So I think that's something that you guys would really like.
Yes.
It's going to be on June 17th at 4:30 at the Legacy Center. If you guys want tickets, they're only $20. Please use my code. And it is Elia. So if you want the link, it is in... There's your bed. All right. You are distracting me. If you want the link, it is in the bio of my page at Elia, ELLEYAH. And I hope you guys are able to come.
I got a show that day.
Okay.
But
what time?
I
When's
will
your
be
show?
there in
Shout out your
spirit.
show since we doing stuff. Shout out your show. Do you have any
What's the
information?
location?
June
17th.
17th. Where's her show, Mo? Uh-huh. Okay. Do you know the time? 8 o'clock.
Yeah.
Okay.
All of the information will be on Keljon's page. You guys look up that.
Check me out.
Go to Keljon's page.
Link in
Y'all
my bio.
gotta follow.
I don't know.
Follow for more info. She just said I'm booked. So that's it. I'm gonna be there. So that's what's going on the 17th. And then on the 10th, I am doing a Bosty collab. I'm so excited. So Crystal was on my second episode of Entrepreneurs Live. And she's throwing a sip and paint, or it's called Pour and Sip. And she's going to help us make candles. We are going to do music and play games and just have like a really fun kind of girls' night in type thing. So that is on at Pop and Create. And it is in Marietta, and that is June 10th. So if you guys want more information, go to @entrepreneur.ish.podcast for tickets. So it's going to be fun.
What?
I'm so excited, y'all. I used to not have anything to plug. I used to just
Now
talk
look at
about
you,
my
girl,
stuff.
evolving.
Yeah. It's fun because it's like when you finally get where you want to get, it's you just get to have fun at that point.
Mhm.
Is that kind of how you feel right now?
Almost. I know I'm at the edge of the promised land.
Almost there.
Right, almost over there. Wall. Almost.
All right, so we are going to play the alphabet game.
Okay.
So you get to sing a little bit more for us.
Okay.
And I'm going to ask somebody in the audience to start, give me a letter. And we are going to give her 3 minutes. You're going to start with R. And then you have to go QRRSTUV.
I have to.
Come up with like a song or
That starts with an R.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Song on an artist. And I'm going to give you some time. So while I'm finding my clock app. Yeah, song or artist. Whichever one comes first, because I know we just popped this on you. With R, all right? There's somebody in the building who starts with R. Maybe you know. All right. We're going to set the timer for 3 minutes and go.
If I keep looking this way, it's just because I'm scratching my head. Okay. R, we got Rome Rose, you feel me?
Okay, what's up?
My girl Riri, Rihanna.
Okay. What's S? Audience.
Sammy.
Okay.
Yeah.
QRST.
I should be big and better at that. Temptations.
Okay.
Temptations.
You.
You can stand under my umbrella.
Ooh,
Ella,
okay.
Ella,
V.
Van Draws.
Okay. That's what we did last time. Van Dross is just it for me. W.
Wycliffe.
Okay. X. There's a lot of X's. What is
I don't
his
know how to
name?
pronounce that. I don't want to fuck that up. Huh? I don't know how to pronounce it though. XT. XX, yeah.
Triple X, did you?
Triple X, yeah.
What's his name?
They gonna cancel me, boy.
R.I.P. I'm sorry. We don't know your name.
I said the X-Men.
X. Y?
Why?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yolanda Adams.
Okay. That's a good one. Z. Anybody?
Johnny.
Yeah, okay, all right. We'll
From the
take that
OMG girls.
Okay, we'll start over with A.
Ooh, child, this is harder than I thought.
I know, but it's fun.
Aaliyah.
Ooh, Aaliyah is good. Okay.
B for Beyonce.
Okay. You already had that one. All right.
C for
B is
Candy.
okay.
C for Candy.
For Candy.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't she K?
Y'all know Candy.
It's K.
I'm talking about Candy like my love. Do you
Oh.
ever dream of
Okay. You was over. What's D?
Shine
She's
bright
like, I
like a
got this.
diamond.
Ooh, I love that song. E. You got some more time.
E.
Mm-hmm.
E.
E. E. E.
E. Anybody? Easy E.
Oh,
Erykah
okay.
Badu.
Ooh, Erykah Badu is a good one. F.
Fantasia.
Fantasia. What's your favorite Fantasia song?
When I see you.
Yep.
When I see you.
And then last one, EFG.
Who? Y'all need to stop doing it to me on national TV.
And time's up. We can't come up with G. Anybody got a G?
They trying to be like, you don't know who that is.
Right. I hate when people do that. No, I
only
don't know who that
20
is.
He must be before my age,
She's like, that's before my
My
time.
genre.
I don't know. I
my
don't know no Gerald.
generation. That's what I'm looking for.
Okay, so at the end of every show, I like to ask everybody what their bossy habit is. So for me, what makes me feel like a boss is going to go work out.
Mm-hmm.
What's your boss habit?
Anything self-care.
Anything self-care.
Yes.
Okay.
So working out, stretching, because it's just as important as working out. Reading, anything that makes me think more.
Okay.
Brushing my teeth, washing my face. I know it can seem simple, but
Girl,
sometimes
that's
it is.
depression for real when you don't do that stuff.
You feel me?
That is the signs. No.
Yes.
It is. It is the signs. Like when you do not take care of
Like,
yourself.
girl,
you are
go wipe your
depressed.
makeup off your face. Lordy, have mercy. Drink your water. Drink your water.
Drink your water.
Yes. The simple things.
Okay, I
Yes.
love that. I love that. Okay, is there anything that you want anybody to know about?
Yes,
any
you
questions?
guys. Like I said again, my name is Kel John. And I will be a household name very soon.
Yes.
Very soon. Y'all stand on the lookout for me because I am the next biggest thing, okay? That's
Let
all I
'em
got
know.
to say. But I can show you better than I can tell you. You feel me? But I
Okay.
love you. Keep loving yourself.
And she got a show on the 17th.
Oh, yes. June 17th. Check
I was
me
about
out.
to say, Mo, does she have anything else
I got
she
a
needs to
show
plug?
Saturday. But
Saturday.
it'll be live stream, so I have everything in my DM so y'all can
Wow.
check it out.
Send that to me so I can
Okay.
post it.
Got you.
I would love to do that. I love hyping y'all up.
Yes.
All right. Well, everybody, this has been Entrepreneurish. Shout out to
Yes.
Creative Visions for filming. Thank you so much.
Y'all did a
Lovely
good job.
production team.
They did-
I love
they're
them. They
amazing.
do everything, y'all. So check them out. And then shout out to Live Hip Hop Daily for having me. I am here every Thursday at 7, and we'll see you guys in a few. So stick tuned. Bye.